Hello everybody and welcome back to Talk Manchester United FC. And today we have a reaction to Manchester United versus Manchester City, the derby. And I wanted to discuss Ole Gunnar Solskjaer'S words after the game because honestly at this point I'm extremely frustrated. Ole needs to be out. It's about time, guys. If the board doesn't kick him out, like we really got to kick him out. If they don't, I honestly don't think the club will have any big future. We will not go anywhere with this man. It doesn't matter what coach we get, but we need a different coach. I honestly think any other coach would be better. Obviously not any other coach, but any coach that is up for this position. We need a new manager right now. So, after the game, Solskjaer had a couple of words at a press conference that I wanted to discuss in today's stream. And before we get into that, if you guys are enjoying these streams, make sure that you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I honestly don't really have much to say. I'm extremely sad after this game. It is absolutely absurd, absolutely horrible. So let me read you guys what he said, and after that I actually want to listen to the press conference. So let's get into it. So right after the game, this is what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer said. It's very difficult to talk now, of course, because we started the game off badly. Yep, obviously they started the game off badly. He says, passive, and when they get the first goal, it was always going to be a difficult game anyway. He says, De Gea kept us in the game, some good stops, and then they scored a goal they always score. Yep, true, Manchester City always score that type of goal. They're a dominant team, but we can't let those types of goals through. Harry Maguire, Shaw, you guys had to be there. You had to be there, okay? He continues to say, it's disappointing, of course. It's hard to talk at the moment. We played against a good team, don't forget that. But we were nowhere near what our standards and levels can be, and that's something we have to get back to. We've got to go back to being on the front foot, be more aggressive, but also he says that maybe circumstances have made us a little bit more cautious and passive. Now, he's probably referring to Varane injured, Lindelof, Rashford, but look, we have one of the best squads in the entire Prem. Okay, in all of football. Honestly, probably the best squad. Okay? This is not an excuse. Those circumstances are not an excuse. Okay, so he goes on to later say, the result and the manner of the goals we conceded, of course, we're disappointed with them, but we have to get back to what we were. Yes, we do. We have to be more aggressive, better on the counter, play the ball through, and everything else. So he says, more aggressive, more in the front foot, and trust ourselves more than what we've shown today. I understand that the last couple of weeks have been difficult, but now it's hard to stand here and talk too much. We have to be more precise in the ball, trust ourselves on the ball without the ball, and be more aggressive. Find the angles quicker and play the passes we should be doing. Look, Ole, I completely agree with you, and any other Manchester United fan completely agrees with you. But look, you always say that after every game, but it never happens. And you keep on playing the same formation, the same players. Look, it doesn't work, and you need to be sacked. Look, the Manchester United board, they need to listen to the fans. They obviously know the fans are not happy. At this point, I think they're actually going to sack him because they understand that the club is going nowhere. We are 5th in the league. We might go all the way down to 10th by the end of the weekend. If something doesn't, okay, we need to sack him today. It's international break. We have 14 days, and we need to do something. So what he goes on later to say is, I'm sure when we come back after the international break, the players will be fresh in their minds after the internationals, and of course, the demands on me and the players are going to be high. Now look, he says the demands on him, obviously, but I don't think he'll be there. I certainly hope so, that he won't be the manager of Manchester United after internationals. And Expectations, and we've just got to get back to what, as I said, we started to look like, and what we were for a while, and we've got the players to do that. Yes, you said it exactly. You have the players. On paper, everything looks perfect. You signed Varane, Jadon Sancho, Cristiano Ronaldo. Everything looks perfect. But the tactics just suck. They suck. Okay. He goes on to say later, we can't, or I can't, look at myself and say this in the way I want Man United to play. I'm in good communication all the time with the club, and that's very upfront and honest about the situation. So you're saying that you're in good communication, and the board is like, oh, great, Ole, we lost to Man City, we tied at Atlanta, and we lost 5-0 to Liverpool, and we had one win against Spurs, just lucky. Really? You really think that the board is happy? No, the board just wants to make money. The board doesn't care about anything else, I think. He goes on to say, I work for Man United, I want the best for Man United, and of course, as long as I'm here, I want to do what I can to improve this, and that's going back to what we started to look like, as I said. Now look, of course Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wants what's best for Manchester United. He is the manager, and obviously he wants this team to win. But what that doesn't mean is that he's capable of doing what he wants to do. And I don't think he is capable of doing it. He's just not the right manager for our club. Even though he still says right here that he has good communication with the club, and that's great. But I don't care what kind of communication you have, Ole. I care that we have results, that we win the Prem, or at least we place, like, somewhere. Or we win the UCL. We are Manchester United, the one of the biggest clubs in the entire world. Okay? And then he ends it all off to address the fans. It's so hard to go through a game like this, and we understand everyone's frustrated and disappointed. But these boys will do everything they can, and the staff will do everything we can and try to get us back to everything we were. Front foot, positive, attacking Manchester United. We'll do what we can to do that. Solskjaer, what is it that you can do? It seems like we've gone through the whole season and you keep thinking that in your head that we've already done everything that we can, but for some reason, I still don't see any results. I still see losses, I still see horrible games, depressing games to watch, but every game you're like, okay, we're just gonna get back at it, everything will be great, blah, 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 blah. So, I just wanted to go out here today and make a very quick stream about what in the world is happening with Solskjaer and my thoughts on the whole entire situation. This is absolutely absurd. This is just so bad. We need to sack him today. Not tomorrow, not the day after that, today, tonight. So now let's actually listen to the press conference. So, the press conference, one second, let me pull it up here. So, this is the press conference, and let's take a listen. And if you guys are enjoying this stream right now, make sure that you smash a like on the video. It really helps support the channel, and also subscribe. Thank you. So let's listen.
On it.
Very disappointing, of course. Hard to talk at the moment. It's
Ole, obviously a tough afternoon. What's your reflection on it?
very disappointing, of course. Hard to talk at the moment. It's of course we play against a good team.
Yeah.
Don't forget that. But
Yeah,
we
but it
were
doesn't mean
nowhere
we
near
have to
what
play like
our
this.
standards
Just
and
doesn't
our
mean
levels can be, and that's something we have to get back to. We've got to go back to being on the front foot, more aggressive. Because I felt we were. Maybe circumstances have made us a little bit more cautious and passive.
Yeah, you were saying yesterday the front foot was so important to start well. Was that what disappointed you today?
No, you know the result and the manner, the goals we concede. Of course, you're disappointed with them, but we have to get back to what we were, more aggressive, more front foot, trust ourselves more than what we've shown today. And I understand that the last couple of weeks have been difficult. But now it's hard to stand here and talk too much. But we have to be more precise on the ball, trust ourselves on the ball, without the ball, be more aggressive, find the angles quicker, play the passes that we should be doing.
I suppose the timings of the goals, an early goal and then one right at the end of the first half, they're kind of knockouts a little bit, aren't they?
Yeah, you know, of course it's unfortunate, the first one with an own goal, and sometimes that happens. Then you're like, if you come into half time 1-0 down, you might get something out of the game, but that was the killer blow, of course.
Look, I'm not looking at the score as much. Obviously, the score is extremely important. It's like decides who win and everything. But even if they didn't score that, we didn't score that own goal at the beginning, and they didn't score the other goal, I would be extremely disappointed in Manchester United, because we were not doing anything. We were standing like a bunch of 5-year-olds on the field. Man City were playing right past us. So goals, no goals. We played bad. That's it. Let's keep on listening.
And it's a goal that you prepared so well against, and you know what's going to happen when he turns inside and crosses that ball with that in-swing cross. So you know what's going to happen. But we did.
Look, it seems like Solskjaer knows what kind of goal it's going to be, like what kind of play Manchester City are going to do. He knows it. He understands their tactics, but he doesn't do what is needed to do to protect us from those types of goals, which is extremely frustrating as a Manchester United fan. I'm so sad after this game. I don't know what to tell you guys. Let's finish. There's 30 seconds left.
Didn't deal with it.
You're still in it, of course, at half time, but it's just hard to create clear chances in that second half.
Yeah, you know, we start maybe the first 15-20 minutes where we had a little bit more of the ball and a little bit more, but we didn't create chances. No.
What would be your message to the supporters, Ollie? 'Cause obviously disappointing in Manchester for them.
It's so hard to go through a game like this, and we understand everyone's frustration and disappointment, but these boys will do everything they can, and the staff, we will do everything we can to get us back to what we started to look like. Front foot, positive, attacking Man United
Hopefully
team, and we'll do what we can to do that.
Sorry, but hopefully not. I really, really, really hope that he will not be part of the staff next, tomorrow. I think this international break, we really need Ole to leave. Okay? To end off this stream, guys, horrible performance by Manchester United. I've had the whole day to process the game, and here I'm talking to you guys today, my reaction to the game. Let me know in chat what you guys think of the game, and if you think Ole will be finally sacked. If there is any fan here or anywhere that is a Manchester United supporter and thinks that Ole should stay, I don't know what to tell you. But what the real question is the board really going to sack him? That's the real question here. What I've heard, listening to other channels and the news, the board are finally. They should have done it after the Liverpool game, but they're finally thinking of sacking him. It's about time. Hopefully we can come back after the international break with a new manager, fresh minds, fresh legs, and get out there with Watford and play like the real Manchester United. Thank you guys for stopping by and taking your time to listen to the live stream, and I will see everybody in my next video. Bye.